Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and I'm here with my Halloween franchise collection overview for October 2016. So if you guys are new to this particular video, I basically do this every year on Halloween. So over here in Australia it's officially Halloween, it is October 31st as of when I'm making this video and when the video has been uploaded. I'm not working today, which is awesome, so I have pretty much all day just to chill out and watch horror movies, which is what I plan to do. So yeah, good stuff. But it would not be Halloween without me going over my Halloween franchise collection. So yeah, if you guys are new to this video or my channel in general, I've been collecting for the Halloween franchise for about 5 or 6 years now, and Halloween is my favourite horror movie of all time, and the franchise in general is my favourite horror franchise. So I've accumulated quite a bit of stuff over the years. This year in particular though has really been quite slow in terms of collecting, mainly because I pretty much own most of the things that are readily available, and just stuff in general. I pretty much have everything that I'm wanting. There's only a couple of things that I am after. I'm after the Evolution of Evil figure set, which has adult Michael and young Michael, but that is extremely rare. And in terms of movie releases, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that I'm particularly really wanting. So yeah, this year's been kind of slow in terms of collecting, but as I said, you know, I've been collecting for about 5 to 6 years now, so I pretty much own most of what I'm wanting. So yeah, obviously my passion hasn't gone for this franchise, and I will definitely be collecting more stuff over the future, hopefully, but as of right now I'm really happy with where the collection is at. So with that being said, let's get on to the contents of this video. It's probably going to be a fairly long video, but I'm not really going to go too in depth on every single release that I own, because I own multiple editions for the franchise and I own like 30 plus editions for the original movie. But I'm just going to mention some of the standout releases that I own. So we'll start with the movies first, then we'll move on to the collectibles and figurines, posters, and my mask collection. Okay, so I might as well do a quick little overview. So basically one sort of section of this room is taken up with my Halloween franchise stuff. So yeah, that's the shelves that pretty much house all the movie editions, my figures, posters, and then my masks are up here, and then I also have a couple of Halloween related posters over there. So yeah, anyway, let's get started with some of the DVD releases that I own. So I'm going to start with a couple of documentaries, especially wanting to mention this one, Halloween the Inside Story. This is a UK DVD, and as far as I know, this is the only official DVD release of this doco. I'm sure everyone's familiar with the 25 Years of Terror documentary, which is great, but this is so much better. It pretty much just solely focuses on the original movie, which is great, and it's really in depth, so definitely recommend it. And I think it's up on YouTube, so yeah, if you want to check it out, just look it up on YouTube. And then we have the 25 Years of Terror documentary, which really needs no introduction. And then I also own the Australian release of that. In terms of my DVDs and stuff, this is a pretty cool release. It's the 2-disc limited edition, which also includes the TV cut. I'm not a massive fan of the TV cut, but it's nice to have that release. This is probably the best release for this movie, which is the 25 Years of Terror, sorry, not 25 Years of Terror, 25th Anniversary DiviMax edition. Definitely the best release on the DVD. And if you're wondering about the orange cases, I just bought some orange cases to put some of my Halloween movies in. I think it looks pretty cool. Then I own a few more editions of Halloween, just US, UK and Australian editions. This one's really cool. It took me quite a while to track down a copy. This is the extended or TV cut. As I said, I'm not really a massive fan of this particular cut, but it is pretty cool to have it. And then down here we have some more Halloween DVDs. This one's pretty cool. It's a pretty rare release. It's the O-ring release. Nothing too special about it apart from the slipcover. This one's another cool release. Sort of sparkly image there on the slip. This is the French DVD. So yeah, they're pretty much all the DVDs or the individual DVDs that I own for the original film. Moving on to Halloween 2, we have a few different releases of that, some Australian releases. This release is cool. It's the German release, I believe, and it's just the 2-disc special edition DVD with really amazing artwork there. And continuing down here, we just have different releases for Halloween 3, 4, 5, 6, H2O and Resurrection, which yeah, the less said about that movie the better. Nothing too special in terms of these editions, they're just pretty much standard DVD releases, UK, Australia and US. Then right down the bottom here, we have a few different editions here that I'll quickly show you. This one I got off of eBay, and it's basically a little promo disc from a UK newspaper, which is cool. It's the original movie. Then I also have the UK UMD, which is pretty rare now. The Halloween 4 hardbox, which is pretty nice. I've been a bit slack with picking up some of the hardbox and steelbook editions from Europe, but I really need to sort of get onto that. And then I own a few different fan films down there as well, so we'll quickly show you them. This one's a pretty cool release. It's Halloween 666, The Origin of Michael Myers. Kind of irrelevant now that the producer's cuts had an official Blu-ray release, but it's still a pretty cool release to have, because this one was pretty rare for quite a while to get hold of. And when it comes to Halloween 6, the producer's cut is definitely the way to go. Then a couple of fan films. We have Halloween Escape from Haddonfield, and this one, which was really good, Halloween The Night She Doubted. If you manage to be able to check this out, I highly recommend it. So there's that. Then moving on to the Blu-rays now. So I have quite a few different releases for the original movie. We have the 30th anniversary digibook. This is the German media book, which is pretty cool. Then I have the UK steelbook, which I kind of wish they did a little bit different artwork for this release, but it is what it is. Then this was the very first Blu-ray that I owned for the original movie, which is cool. It's the Australian release from Beyond, the 30th anniversary. This is a really nice release. It's probably what I would consider to be the best Blu-ray release for this movie. That's the Umbrella Entertainment release, and I was lucky enough to get it signed by PJ Soles, who played Linda in the original film, which was awesome. I didn't get to meet her. A friend got this for me, and apparently she was really nice, so that's really cool. Then just a few different releases of Halloween 2, 3 and 4, the Scream Factory Blu-rays and such. Then down here, this set was such a long time coming, I actually never thought it would happen, and it's the Scream Factory / Anchor Bay box set release. This is the deluxe version, so it has all the movies from the original Halloween up to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, but this is a really nice set. I'm really happy that this got released, and yeah, it's just a fantastic set all round. Then down here I have a few more Blu-rays of Halloween 4, 5, 6, H2O and Resurrection. I really need to get the standalone release for the producer's cut. Down here we have the Halloween 4 Anchor Bay tin, which is pretty rare now. On this side I have the Halloween 5 Anchor Bay tin, which is a little bit more common than the Halloween 4 tin, but it is still fairly rare. These sets are pretty cool. I've done separate videos on these. They're both Australian box sets. So we have the triple box, which obviously just has the first 3 movies in the set. It's quite a nice set. And then we have the Halloween 1 to 5 box set as well, which is pretty cool. So I know there's a few different box sets of the franchise on DVD worldwide. I know there's a Halloween box set over in the UK, which I wouldn't mind adding to the collection at some point, but it is pretty rare now. This is one of the coolest sets that I own. It's the Halloween 30th anniversary commemorative set with like a window box with the Myers mask. This is probably the nicest box set that I own, especially in regards to the Halloween franchise. Anyway, it's really good quality, and it's just a great set all round. This is a cool release. Again, it's the 25th anniversary DiviMax release. Again, in my opinion, this is probably the best DVD release of the film, and this one is signed by none other than John Carpenter himself, so that is pretty amazing right there. Moving down here, I own this box set right here, which is I think it's the French box set, and this one's pretty cool. It has the first 5 films in it, so not a bad set there. And a lot of these box sets are pretty rare now. Then I own some VHS. I still need Resurrection, and I'm not even sure if the remake has a VHS release. I don't think it does, but if it does, I need to obviously add that. So yeah, just a few different releases. The orange limited edition VHS set from the US, some Australian VHS, and the rest down there. And this is another box set that I own. It's pretty cool. It is the Japanese box set. and this one has all 8 original movies, which is pretty cool. So happy to own that. Then down here I own some Laserdiscs, which we'll take a quick look at now. So I own 4 Laserdiscs. So we have the 2-disc Criterion Laserdisc of the original movie, the French Laserdisc of the original movie with some pretty cool cover art, the UK Laserdisc for the original movie, and the UK Laserdisc for Halloween H2O. And last for the movie releases, I have my Rob Zombie Halloween films on a different shelf. Not really much to say about these. They're pretty common releases, really. The only release that I'm sort of missing that I really want is the Rob Zombie Halloween Steelbook, which is pretty rare. But as you can see, I own a few different Blu-ray releases and DVD releases. This is probably my favourite release. It's from Canada, and it's the Alliance Blu-ray. It's the theatrical Blu-ray double feature, so it's the theatrical version of Rob Zombie's remake and Halloween 2. I love the theatrical version of the remake. It's my preferred cut, actually, and this is the only way to get that on Blu-ray as of right now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much more to say about these releases. They're just your standard DVD and Blu-ray releases. Okay, so that pretty much does it for the movies. Now we might as well take a look at some of the merchandise that I have. So I have a couple of soundtracks, and my soundtrack collection's really lacking. I'd like to build upon that, but for now I only have a couple, and I have the Death Waltz Records vinyl of Halloween 2, which is an amazing release. I really like that a lot, especially the artwork. The artwork is pretty awesome. Then I also have the soundtrack for the original film on CD. I have 3 Halloween novels, which is pretty cool. The novel for the original and Halloween 2. Both of these are pretty rare now, and they go for pretty high prices. I can't remember exactly what I paid for them. I've had them for a while, but I can remember that I got a pretty good deal on both of them. Then I also have the Halloween 4 special limited edition novel as well, so they're really cool to have. And then I also own a handful of horror magazines that feature some of the Halloween franchise films within them. The standout one is definitely this Rue Morgue one. It has a really good write-up and Halloween retrospective in it, so if you can track down that, I definitely recommend that. It's a really good magazine, a really good article, and a really good read. But yeah, they're just a small handful of some of the magazines I have that are related to the Halloween franchise. Also have a few comics. There's a lot more comics than this, but these are just a handful that I have, and they're pretty fun to collect actually. I'm happy to have those. And here's an A4 print from the Rob Zombie remake with Tyler Mane's signature on it, and he quoted me, "Don't fear the Reaper." Alright, so now we'll move on to the figurines. So I've had most of these figurines for quite a while now, and most of them are pretty hard to come by now. So we have the Movie Maniacs Michael Myers, which is pretty cool. This thing right here is like a little sound effects thing, quite a rare item. Moving over to this shelf, we have the Michael Myers bobblehead, Halloween coffee mug, and a couple of Halloween related keychains. On this shelf we have the Pop Vinyl, the Funko Pop Vinyl Michael, the Mystery Mini Michael, and this was actually the very first figurine that I got. It is now worth quite a lot of money, and it's the Ghost Michael. So obviously this is from the original movie where he's in Bob's ghost costume. It's also removable, and the figurine pretty much looks like this one. But I like to keep the ghost costume on it, it looks pretty cool. And then that one came with a knife and a pumpkin. This figurine right here is an 18-inch Michael from the original movie, which is really awesome. These are super rare and worth quite a bit. Not figure related, but I might as well show it while I'm here. This is a 4-button set. They're just like badges. Pretty rare collectible. A couple more figurines. We have the blood-stained 18-inch Michael, which is pretty cool. And over here we have the 18-inch remake figure. This one comes with a detachable head, and I've just got the escape, or the asylum escape pumpkin mask on him because I love that mask. And this is the other alternate head there with the traditional Myers mask there. So yeah, those are what I own in terms of figures. I'm really wanting the Evolution of Evil figure set, which actually I tell a lie. I also own this, which I almost forgot to show. Unfortunately, I don't have anywhere to display this, which kind of sucks because I would like to unbox it and display it. This is probably the rarest figure set that I own, and it's the Halloween the Night He Came Home set with Michael and Sam Loomis, which is awesome. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I also own that. Okay, so that is everything I own figure-wise. Now back to what I was saying about the Evolution of Evil set. I'm really wanting that set, but it is pretty rare now. If you guys don't know what it is, it's basically just a figure set of adult Michael from the original movie and then young Michael dressed in his clown costume. So yeah, hopefully I can add that to the collection at some point, but for now that's all the figures that I have. I also did not show this when I was going over my movie editions, but this is the German limited 3-disc special edition, which is a really nice set, and I've done a separate unboxing video on that, so if you're interested just look back on my channel for that. Alright, so we'll take a quick look at the posters now. Almost finished with this video, so just bear with me. So we have the Collector's Edition Halloween 3 Season of the Witch poster, which was a pre-order bonus with the Scream Factory Blu-ray. Thanks a lot to Kurt over at Mind Your Horror. He was the one that got this for me. This is just a Smith's Grove Sanitarium poster that I printed out on A4 paper off the internet. Not a poster, but this is the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital nurse's hat, which was also a pre-order bonus for the Scream Factory Halloween 2 Blu-ray. Then I own the original Halloween poster, which is awesome, such an iconic poster. This was from Fright Rags, from one of the Fright Rags sets, I believe. Just a Halloween poster there with Michael's face on it, which looks pretty cool. These are just A4 printouts that I got off the internet that I've laminated. So obviously we have the theatrical posters for the 10 movies from the franchise. Pretty cool. Then over here we also have a couple more posters. So we have a poster from the remake, which is the theatrical poster, and then the 30 Years of Terror poster, which is pretty cool. Alright, and last but certainly not least for the collection overview, we have my masks. So I don't own every single mask from the franchise, obviously. I've basically just decided to only focus on owning some of my favourites. So first up we have the NAG 75K, which is my Grail H1 mask. I've had a few different H1 masks in the past and it's taken me quite a few to finally get my Grail piece, but here it is, the NAG 75K. This H2 mask is just a custom mask that a user from michaelmyers.net created for me. I quite like it. This will do until hopefully one day I get the Cemetery Gates Warlock. Then this one is the Trick or Treat Studios H6 mask. This is my favourite mask within the franchise, and for a mass-produced mask, Trick or Treat Studios did a really good job. It's extremely accurate. Then this one is the BC Pro Asylum Escape mask, which is probably my most screen accurate mask that I own in my opinion. This mask looks really good, and just to make it a little bit more movie accurate, I have a brown wig with it. This one over here is the Destroyer mask, and obviously this is the mask from the remake. Really nice piece, nice paint job and really good detail on it. And last for the masks, we have this clown mask, which is the mask that young Michael wears in the remake. It's not really screen accurate in terms of size, but the type of mask and the paint job, it's pretty accurate. And I've created a little mannequin bust for it. There's a Halloween prop knife, the Kiss t-shirt that he wears, and the blonde wig. So those are all my masks, and what I've recently done is I've added those pumpkin lights. So we'll turn the lights off and we'll take a quick look at what it looks like with the pumpkin lights on. So yeah, this is what it looks like with the pumpkin lights. I quite like it. I think it gives a pretty cool effect to the masks. Alright, so there you go guys, that pretty much does it for my Halloween franchise collection overview for 2016. Thank you for bearing with me. I know this video was slightly on the long side, but I had quite a bit of stuff to get through. So if you have any questions about any of the stuff that I've shown, just leave a comment. And just a heads up so no one asks, because I do get this question quite a bit. Sorry, none of this stuff is for sale, so please don't ask. Anyway guys, I hope you have a great Halloween, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.